everybody. Welcome back to Gone Outdoor Radio. You're listening on Kello News Talk or KWSN in South Dakota or the Mighty 790 in Fargo-Moorhead. Scotty Brewer, Kyle Agri of Brewer Agri Outdoors, and we are going to head east on this segment. We're going to chat with Captain Jared Houston of Houston's Guide Service in the Duluth area. How you doing, Jared?
Hey, Scotty. Hey, Kyle. Things are going awesome out here in Duluth. Having a good time. Summer's, it's sad to see it go away so fast like every year, but here we are. Also, next season's upon us, so ripping and rolling, man.
Yeah, and, you know, being an outdoorsman, which you most definitely are, the change of seasons, it's tough to see them go, but it's also exciting because you know what's coming.
Something different, right? You never get sick of the same old stuff. So that's what's fun about living up here where we're at. And especially as important in Duluth, Superior, where we got a lot more weather than most places in the world. And, you know, we're looking at some right now, actually, and that's just the way it rolls.
So speaking of changing of seasons, you know, the summer season is pretty much wrapping up and we're starting to turn into fall. What happens to the fisheries in the fall in the Duluth area?
Oh, great question. Well, just like maybe most places, there are changes happening in front of our nose right now. Water temperatures are getting cooler by the day. The days are getting shorter, right? Cooler nights, that sort of thing. And so fish are adapting to a new habit, and we just got to dial in that new routine and go from there. So it's a lot of fun because the bites get a lot more anticipated this time of year. And so it's hard to argue. Most guys that fish a lot would agree that fall fishing is absolutely fun as heck. You know, not a lot of people on the water as in May and June, and it's cool nights and warm afternoons, and the fishing can be, really, really good. So it's awesome.
So you're kind of right there, right in the middle of two different ecosystems. You got inland lakes and you got huge Lake Superior. So
Yeah.
What's Lake Superior doing right now? With the trout and the salmon in the fall, it's got to be good.
It's been a really good summer on Lake Superior and the tributaries in and out of the Lake Superior, talking the St. Louis River, Amnicon River, all the rivers, South Shore, Chequamegon Bay, beyond trout and salmon, which have been excellent fishing this summer, by the way. A lot of cohos start out in spring. They're still continuing to go strong. This time of year, a lot of guys are really catching some fatty lake trout. And we're starting to adapt to some jigging lake trout bites off reefs off near shore and stuff, which is a lot of fun. For myself, and what I'm trying to cater is the new walleye bite that's upon us. So a migratory walleye routine that'll start running from Lake Superior into the St. Louis River and other rivers, and we're starting to fine tune how to get those fish. And we kind of go back to our spring fishing tactics, which may be jig and minnows, live bait, soft plastics, maybe pitching some or fan casting some crankbaits at shorelines. But absolutely fun bites. And as that water temperatures continue to cool, the fishing gets better and better as we go.
So on a lot of the big lakes in Minnesota, you have that migratory fall run of walleyes that run up into the rivers. Why are they doing it on Superior? Are they chasing bait or are they moving the wintering grounds? Why are they doing it?
Well, that's a great question. A little bit of both. Part one, they are chasing bait. We have nice river run shiners that start to go strong. And so in the middle of the night, you can go up to some of the ends of docks and put a spotlight and see a bunch of good-sized shiners swimming around in the shallow water in the river. And then the second part is, they are starting to come in and do a little bit of winter harboring. And we get a lot of natural walleyes that were born here, they live here, and they kind of spend their summer in Lake Superior, but their vacation, right? Like a lot of people come vacation here and then they go back home. Well, that's what they do too. They go on Lake Superior, do their vacation, then kind of come back home for the winter, and they'll be under the ice for us, as soon as that happens, late November, December, January. So, absolutely fun, and can't be more happier to fish it every year.
Sounds like an absolute blast, Jared. I want to back up just a quick second here. You did make mention of lake trout. What's the fall lake trout bite? You said you're getting some really fatty lake trout. You mean fatty as in they've just been eating and gorging all summer and they're really, really healthy?
Yes, we have some really healthy lake trout happening right now. Honestly, some real grease busters, right? And most people that are lake trout fanatics know how to tube jig them, right, with some big tube jigs in some deeper water. You do have to have the right equipment. I'm talking some stealthy line, but line that's going to hold up to the weight of a lake trout, and the right rod and reel combination. So they're important factors when we go lake trout fishing, but to catch one at 65, 75, maybe 85 feet jigging is a blast. Same goes when we're ice fishing them, right? We kind of fish them in the same depths on Chequamegon Bay all winter, but to catch them in the boat on the open water is a good time.
That was my next question, Jared, is I know a lot of the times the salmon will move up shallower as the water gets colder. And I was going to ask you if the lake trout, if they change depth a lot or not.
They kind of come up a little bit shallower on the shorelines. There's still a lot of fish to be caught out in the deep water, and the charter captains that are out there, my fellow colleagues, they're doing a lot of still deep diving with dipsies and downrigger technologies to get their baits down to where the bite windows are. But we do get a fair amount of population that does come shallow, and you kind of hit the nail right on the head this time of year. Fall turning into the river run salmon, they'll start coming in too. So it can pay off to be at the inlet outlet areas of any tributaries that flow into the big lake, and kind of gamble for some salmon bites too.
All right, let's get back to the tributaries. Let's say someone's going up there first weekend of October, and they want to get in on some good walleye fishing. How are they going to do it? What are they looking for in the river? And are they vertically jigging, or are they trolling? What are they doing?
Well, it depends. That's always a wild card. But my best bet, if you're talking first week of October, early October, we're going to be back to a jigging bite, right? Water temperatures are going to be conducive to what they were in that springtime productive bite. And I'm talking starting out in the spring, we do jig minnow, 6-pound monofilament, 8-pound monofilament, and real simple conventional fishing. And we'll fish depths, 10 feet, 8 feet to maybe 15 feet. Kind of looking for structure and that sort of thing. But everybody knows the world of electronics today. You got to trust your electronics and what they're telling you and what they're reading out. And they have been uber important for us. And they've obviously paid dividends for most anglers. But first weekend, early October, it's going to be back to kind of a jigging bite. And I can't wait to get into it.
So is there a possibility, you talked about salmon running up river, is there a possibility people could catch salmon and walleyes on the same day out there?
Very, very rare, unless you're fishing the world-famous Brule River, where you do get a good walleye bite on the lower sections of the Brule that are kind of tied to Lake Superior. You will get some intercept some salmon that may be running during their fall run, but for like the St. Louis River, we hardly ever see salmon. We have, over the last year, seen a couple brown trout bites, which have been kind of rogue, and that's kind of fun and entertaining, and we're hoping that bite picks up. We would love nothing more than this fishery to turn into kind of what you see down in Milwaukee and catch those big brown trout in our harbors in St. Louis River. That'd be an absolute blast.
All right, Jared, if anybody is making their way out to the Duluth area, how do they get a hold of you if they wanted to hop in your boat?
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, you can look us up on the internet, World Wide Web, HoustonsGuideService.com. We do the social medias, the Facebook and Instagram. We don't do the TikToks and Snapwaps or whatever the kids call those things these days. But we also, you can give us a call at 218-393-4962.
Perfect. Thanks for coming on Gone Outdoors, sir.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Enjoy your season and have a great rest of the year.
Thank you for tuning in to today's Gone Outdoor Radio. Follow along when you're on the water or in the field with Gone Outdoor Podcasts at kfgo.com, kwsn.com, kelo.com, Apple Podcasts, or on Spotify. Visit us at breweragrioutdoors.com and follow us on social media. Until next week, from Scotty and Kyle, we'll be Gone Outdoors. Looking for somewhere to get all your fishing information in one place? Onyx Fish Midwest has something for you. Search for new fishing areas with filtering features such as species, abundance, trophy potential, lake survey info, regulations, and area insights are just a click away.
Getting to your target lake has never been easier with access points and public land ownership clearly marked on Onyx Fish. Mark and customize waypoints and weather for your exact location. Use code BA Outdoors to get 20% off Onyx Fish Midwest at onyxmaps.com.